There was a time when human beings feared the night. A lonely road, a distant sound in the darkness, a sky filled with silent stars. These moments stirred something deep within the human soul. But today, something strange has happened. We have access to more knowledge, more images, more stimulation than any generation in history. Yet the modern mind feels strangely dull. Why is it that in an age overflowing with sensation, the human soul seems to feel less? And why do the writings of Franz Kafka, dark, suffocating, and absurd, feel strangely prophetic of our world? Modern civilization has achieved something extraordinary. It has conquered boredom. At any moment, a person can summon an endless stream of stimulation. Messages, videos, news, music, entertainment, information. The modern mind is never alone. Silence has become rare. Stillness has become uncomfortable. But this victory over boredom may conceal a deeper catastrophe. For the human mind was not built for an endless flood of novelty. In earlier centuries, life moved slowly. Experiences unfolded gradually. A journey took weeks. A letter took months. News traveled with the pace of the wind. Time had weight. Moments had depth. Meaning had time to sink into the human soul. But modern life has replaced this rhythm with something else. A constant rain of stimulation. Images replace images. Information replaces information. Entertainment replaces entertainment. Nothing remains long enough to transform us. We do not live experience, we consume it. Life becomes a spectacle in which we watch our own existence from a distance. And in this strange spectacle, something subtle begins to shrink. Our age. Not the number of years we live, but the psychological weight of those years. For perhaps age is not merely the accumulation of time. Perhaps age is measured by the depth of experience the soul has endured. And in the modern world, experience rarely has time to deepen. The writings of Franz Kafka often feel like fragments from a nightmare. His characters wander through worlds that feel both ordinary and deeply distorted. Nothing appears overtly supernatural, yet everything feels quietly wrong. People obey rules they do not understand. Authorities exist but cannot be reached. Punishments appear without explanation. For many readers, Kafka's stories seem absurd. But perhaps they are not absurd. Perhaps they are diagnostic. Kafka's works can be read as psychological reports on the modern condition, because overstimulation does not merely overwhelm the senses, it also erodes two ancient pillars of human consciousness: wonder and fear. Consider wonder. Modern science has revealed a universe of astonishing magnitude. We can observe galaxies billions of light years away. We can see images of black holes, distant planets, cosmic storms unfolding across unimaginable distances. The universe has never been more visible. Yet strangely, the human capacity for awe seems weaker than ever. A photograph of a galaxy appears on a screen. A thumb scrolls, and it disappears. The same mind that once trembled before the night sky now scrolls past the universe as if it were another advertisement. Something delicate has been worn away. The mind still receives information, but it no longer vibrates with wonder. Now consider fear. Primitive fear once shaped human awareness. A dark forest, a distant howl, a cemetery at night. These experiences produced a cold awareness of existence. Fear sharpened perception. It reminded human beings that life was fragile. But modern overstimulation has dulled this sensitivity. Today, A person might sit comfortably in a graveyard, not to contemplate mortality, but simply to make a private phone call. The darkness has lost its gravity. The night has lost its mystery. Fear has not disappeared entirely, but it has changed form. We rarely fear existence itself. Instead, we fear functional disruptions, losing money, losing status, losing convenience. Our anxieties have become administrative. Existential fear has faded, and with it, a certain depth of consciousness. Kafka sensed another transformation occurring beneath the surface of modern life. The rise of systems, institutions, bureaucracies, structures that govern human existence with mechanical precision. In The Trial, the protagonist Joseph K. is suddenly arrested. No crime is explained. No accusation is clarified. The legal system proceeds with absolute confidence, yet its logic remains completely opaque. Joseph K. attempts to understand the charges against him, but every door leads to another corridor. Every answer dissolves into another procedure. The system functions perfectly, but its purpose remains obscure. This is the Kafkaesque world. A world where systems operate endlessly, yet meaning quietly evaporates. And this world is not entirely fictional. Modern life is increasingly shaped by invisible structures, administrative systems, economic mechanisms, technological networks, algorithmic decisions. They organize our lives. They evaluate our actions. They measure our productivity. But rarely do we understand the logic behind them. Authority exists, but it cannot be reached. Kafka captured this dynamic in another haunting story, The Castle. In the novel, a man arrives in a village governed by a mysterious castle on the hill. Orders come from the castle. Officials carry out instructions. Rules are enforced. Yet no one seems able to explain who truly governs. The authority exists, but it is unreachable. In such a world, power becomes strangely detached from meaning. The machinery continues to operate, but even the operators appear uncertain about its purpose. Human beings become participants in a system that no one fully understands, like puppets whose strings disappear into the fog. What happens to the human soul under such conditions? Kafka's Metamorphosis offers a disturbing answer. Gregor Samsa wakes one morning and discovers that he is transformed into a gigantic insect. The transformation is grotesque. But the most disturbing aspect of this story is not the transformation itself. It is Gregor's reaction. His first concern is not the loss of his humanity. It is that he might miss work. He worries about being late, about disappointing his employer, about failing his economic obligations. Even as his body becomes monstrous, his identity remains tied to productivity. This small detail reveals a profound shift in modern civilization. At one time, philosophers defined human existence through consciousness. René Descartes famously declared, "I think, therefore I am." Existence was grounded in awareness. But modern civilization has quietly replaced this formula. Now the implicit rule is different. I work, therefore I am. Human worth becomes measured through utility, through efficiency, through output. To be valuable is to be productive. To be unproductive is to risk invisibility. Kafka's insect is therefore not merely a surreal creature. It is a symbol. A human being reduced to a function. A worker whose identity collapses once that function fails. And here we encounter the deepest paradox of modern life. Externally, civilization has never been more comfortable. Technology surrounds us. Convenience multiplies. Entertainment flows endlessly. Yet internally, many people feel an inexplicable emptiness. The world has become richer in stimulation, but poorer in meaning. Kafka rarely offered solutions. He did something far more unsettling. He showed us the debris, the fragments of a civilization that continues to function while quietly losing contact with its deeper purpose. In Kafka's world, people obey rules without understanding them. Authorities issue commands without explanation. Individuals measure their worth through systems that do not truly see them. And perhaps the modern condition is not so different. We live surrounded by stimulation. Screens glow constantly. Information never stops flowing. Yet the human soul may be growing thinner. Wonder fades. Fear fades. Meaning dissolves into procedure. Happiness becomes strangely mechanical. Not a profound experience of life, but the simple movement from one stimulation to the next. And here we arrive at a troubling thought. Perhaps the modern world has not eliminated suffering. Perhaps it has merely numbed us to it. Kafka seemed to suspect something unsettling, that suffering, unpleasant as it may be, once played a role in shaping the depth of the human soul. It forced confrontation with existence, with mortality, with meaning. But a civilization devoted entirely to comfort may slowly lose this depth. And if that happens, a strange transformation begins. Human beings remain alive, but something within them quietly fades. Perhaps this is the final paradox of the age of overstimulation. In a world that avoids suffering at all costs, suffering may be the last remaining path to depth. A path that forces the human being to feel existence again, to rediscover wonder, to rediscover fear, and perhaps, through this confrontation, to rediscover what it means to be human.